Good evening, everyone. Good day from everywhere you're watching. Today we are making creamy pasta, but the pasta I'm using is actually macaroni. Some Nigerians will know this. And these are my prepped items. Here we go to the chicken stock, which I've already prepped and has some ingredients. This is my onion, and I didn't have pasta leaf, so I decided to get curry leaf for my coloring. And this is my chicken breast that I've already seasoned. I've marinated it. Then this is my cream for my pasta, and this is my spring onion, my bell peppers of different colors, and then this is my carrots. Then this is the small pepper mix that I made earlier. Okay, so let's go through it.
Go.
First of all, I would like to cover my pasta for my creamy pasta. Okay, I love covering my pasta so that it's a bit done. Highest is 9 minutes. And like I said, this is the pasta I'm using for this ingredients. So I'll cover this pasta for like 9 minutes before I will start making the pasta, the cheesy pasta.
Go.
Alright, before I go ahead and cover the macaroni, I would like to go forward to my chicken, which I'm already frying. Okay, and here this is how it looks like. Okay, I feel like this one is okay because I don't really like it too brownish. So like this is okay. I'm going to air fry the other chickens. So this is what it looks like when I air fry the first chicken. Alright, while the macaroni is boiling, I started to air fry the second set of the chicken since the first one is ready. And here we go. So whenever I fry my chicken, I don't like using making my chicken so brownish. Okay, I try so hard to make it a bit light brown so that it will be easy for people that are eating. I don't want all the oil in the chicken to dry up. So here we go with the second set of the chicken. This chicken, mind you, this chicken is already marinated and well seasoned before I steamed it a bit and decided to air fry it. Now, let's go to the air fryer. Since the chicken is on fire, is frying, and the water for the pasta is still not ready yet, let's go ahead and prep our cheese. Okay, so the type of cheese I'm using is mozzarella cheese. So that's the one I saw at the market, so I decided to go for it. I'm not putting all of this, mind you, just putting like half or quarter of it depending on the size of the pasta you're making. So this is how the cheese look like. Then I'm going forward with the washing of the instrument I'm going to use to make the cheese. So I would have used this side of the hand blender, but I decided not to because it's quite tiny. So I'm going to be using this side to give me this particular side of the cheese when I'm, grating it. So this is the size of the hand blender I'm using. I'm not using this tiny one. So this is my cheese, and I'm going on with this to grate it. I'm going to pour my oil so that to prevent my pasta from gumming. Okay, that's why I'm pouring this oil. A lot of people don't like pouring oil whenever they are making that pasta, but the reason why some people pour oil in a pasta is to avoid the pasta being too gummy. Okay, let's not be gummy together. I want the pasta to stay one. So this is my pasta. Remember, this is the one I'm using, macaroni. Okay, so I'm pouring in my pasta now. Okay, when you pour it, just leave it let it cook for a minute or two, then you turn it. After turning it, cover it and allow it to cook for at least 5 to 10 minutes before remove it. It's now when I pour the pasta, so I want to turn it, okay, to ensure that everything comes out one. I don't like my pasta gummy, so give it about 5 minutes before you sieve out the water. But before I sieve out the water, I put a bowl here because I might need some of the pasta water. So a lot of people don't like making use of the pasta water, but you pouring out all the nutrition is not actually making sense. So you have to just remain a bit of the water. See how the pasta looks like, and I'm removing the water. So this is how the pasta looks like. And one thing some people don't know is that when you remove the pasta water, I mean the boiling water, you pour in hot cold water immediately. This is the little pasta water, the hot one. So I want to keep it in case if I might use water in terms of when I'm cooking my pasta. Alright, immediately I remove my pasta and I've removed it from the water. As you can see, I pour in cold water to dilute it. I know some people will not understand when I said dilate it. I'm trying to make it a bit cold. I don't want it to be too hot, because when you remove pasta and pour it inside the sieve, it still cooks till further notice, till whenever it's cold. Okay, for now it's very hot. I can't even dip my finger into it. So the best thing is to pour hot water and cold water rather, to reduce the amount of heat the pasta has. Because while I'm still making my pasta a bit lukewarm, because I don't want it to continue cooking, okay? So I'm going to keep it in cold water for it to reduce the hotness. Let's go back to our chicken. Remember, I'm still air frying some of the chicken, and this is what it looks like. Just few minutes ago, I put in the air fryer. So I'm just going to like flip it to the back so that the other side will also get a bit brownish. Okay. So everything is already looking so nice. Just the chicken is almost ready. It's just a few minutes for it to be done. I already heat up the toast and I'm going in with my groundnut oil. So I'm not applying too much. I'm not putting too much groundnut oil because I already have chicken stock that has oil. So I'm just putting a bit oil that I'm going to use to fry my prepped chicken. So what is inside this chicken is Maggi, sauce, a bit paprika, and small garlic diced. So I'm putting it inside. I prepped this chicken for about 20 minutes ago now before I started boiling the pasta. Why I prepped it is because I want the ingredients that I put inside the chicken to enter into the chicken breast enough. So I'm going to allow it to cook for some time before I will go in with my other spices for the pasta. And this is the peppermint together with the garlic and a bit of turmeric. Okay. So I'm going to allow this to cook for some time before I go in with other ingredients that I'm using for this pasta. Okay, the pepper is fried enough alongside with the chicken breast. So I'm adding I'm going in with my tomato. Just one sachet of tomatoes is enough for me because I don't want it to be too reddish or too whitish. That's what I'm going with. This one sachet of tomatoes. I'm using ginger tomatoes precisely. So I'm mixing my tomato paste with my um pepper mix alongside with the chicken and the onion. So I'm going to let this to cook for at least 2 seconds before I go in with other ingredients. I'm going in with my carrot first before any other thing. And alongside with my bell pepper. This is a combination of blue bell pepper and red bell pepper. And this is how my sauce look like. So I'm going in with my chicken sauce. This is my chicken sauce here. Now mind you, before I start cooking the chicken, I didn't put any water when I was cooking the chicken because I'm trying to minimize the amount of water I'm putting in here. So I just cooked the chicken, and the chicken cooked by itself with its water. And this is how the sauce looks like. Okay, the pasta is ready and everything is ready. So this is my corn flour. I'm pouring it inside now so that it will marinate with the chicken breast and all. So the next thing I'll be going in is my milk, my whipped milk. In my next video, I'm going to show you how I make this milk at home. And when I added my milk, this is how it looks like. Okay, sorry. Mind you, the milk is different from the cheese. So I'm going to test. After pouring my corn flour, this is how the mix looks like. And also, I poured in my milk mix. Now I'm going in with my coloring, which is my curry leaf. I'm putting it for taste and also putting it for coloring. Now go and give it a good mix, and this is how the whole stuff looks like. Okay, alright, this is my spring onions. I'm going in with my spring onion now. I'm not putting everything because I also did spring onion for my coloring in my food. So I'm going to keep it that, set that aside and go in with my seasoning cubes. Just one, since the chicken water is already spiced. And the next thing I'll be going in with is a bit of my mozzarella cheese, which we have blended. Okay, so I'm going just small, not adding much. Then this one could be going when pasta is in the pot. Now let's turn it. Give that a good mix. Now we are going in with our pasta. This is how our pasta looks like. And now we are going in with our pasta now. Give that a good mix. Mind you, this pasta is already half done. You can see some of the cheese is already working, which is the cheese that we added earlier. And this is how our pasta looks like. So this is the small pasta water that we remained when we were pouring the pasta water away. So I'm just going to add it at the four corners of the pot. 1, 2, just small. You don't need it much since the pasta is almost ready. Give that a good mix, and then you go on with your chili after mixing everything. Don't forget to taste for flavor. Really matters. Just a pinch of salt. Now let's go in with our remaining mozzarella cheese. But before we go into mozzarella cheese, let's add our last spring onion. Look at it. It's not that much, just small. I just want this pasta to give me this kind of greenish vegetable pasta with cheese. So these are cheese. Make sure the cheese goes round all over the pot. Make sure it's covering the food particles so that you enjoy it. So this is how my pasta is looking after I've added my cheese. I'm going to reduce the volume of the light so that it will cook with a bit low heat, and I'm going to cover it so that this cheese can melt. I'm not covering it fully because I want the heat to actually evaporate. So I'm just leaving it half open like this. So I'm reducing the volume of this fire because I actually want this cheese to melt and I don't want my pasta to burn. So I'm going to the lowest, and which is this. Alright, let's check our meal. This is what it looks like. This is what we have. Now let's go in with the toning. Ah, this is so yummy. I wish you're all here to taste this. So the water is all dried, and this is how my food looks like. Thank you so much for watching. This is the food, and this is how it looks like. This is the final look of the food. Believe me, if you try this recipe, you're going to love it. See you in my next video. Bye. Thank you guys for watching my videos today. Don't forget to subscribe and support my channel. See you in my next video. Bye.